Hi! Ignore the very, very messy room. I know. I'm not sure how many of you guys are British. How many of you are gonna understand what heat is like in England? Oh my fucking god. The humidity, God knows what it is. The fact that British isn't made for this. You don't have an AC? Most people don't have an AC. When I got this house, I went, if this is gonna be my, like, my dream house, my, like, the final house I get, I'm gonna put AC units in there. They're in 2 rooms. One of them is this room. Okay, you're gonna think I'm stupid. But right above my computer, where the air conditioning unit, where it blows the air from, it's just dripping. And that's just fucking landing next to my computer. Uh-oh. Right. That water there, that's in the computer. That's inside the fucking thing. See that there? This is in the computer. If you're unaware, my full-time job is being I make content on other platforms. I do this thing on there where I don't need to put like a lot of effort into what I post on the main feed. People are expecting like an iPhone selfie cam photo of me going like that, you know, fucking, hold on, let me mimic the size. I don't know, like, you know. So, that's what they're expecting. Next to doubt that comparison, shut up. What I do, I go a little hard. That's what she said! Because it's fun. We try and, like, do some more out there shoots. One of them on one day, oh man, how do I talk about this? It was exactly in this dress. Put little, like, bunny ears on, and, a little pink bunny tail. I hope the silence is implying what I want to imply. While we were doing this shoot, you know, it would be really cool if I was outside like a bunny in a field, like in the grass. But again, it is so hot. I was so sweaty. And again, so I am half naked. I'm wearing like safety shorts now because this dress has like a split down the side of it. And then I want you to imagine kneeling on grass and mud with whatever the fuck is in tall grass while like we're setting up for a shoot and like the lighting's not quite right. So you gotta change it up a bit and you're just waiting, sitting on the fucking grass, your balls touching the ants going past. It's so gross and awful. Modeling is hard work. Modeling when you're bad at modeling is hard work. Like the continuity of lore every stream. I know. There's like a, oh yeah, I found out there are bugs in my walls. This is so, okay, this is very, very grim. I got trees all around my house so you can sort of see out the back, right? Out the window. And I started noticing there was this weird sound. Just a little crackling, popping, whatever, it kind of sounded like leaves hitting the top of a house. No, it was not that. Oh my I've never had to deal with this ever. I've never had to deal with like a hornet nest or anything like that, and I realized that, oh my god, that noise that I thought was nice and peaceful and rain hitting the roof, leaves and branches just knocking up against it, just drifted me quietly into sleep at night, was so relaxing and nice. That was hornets eating my fucking insulation, just ripping my house apart so they can build a nest in there. There's just tons of them. What the fuck? What do I do? Do I sleep here again? I can't because the fucking AC unit drips water onto my goddamn computer. And in the other bedroom, there's a fucking hornet goddamn wasp nest in my wall that you can hear them scurrying around in. And I can't unhear it. I can't forget that it's them. They're in my walls. He's in the goddamn wall! Hornets can eat drywall. I know! Ah! Usually if you leave them alone, they'll do the same. They are in my walls. I'm not just gonna let them hang out. My god, they're enemies of the state. This is my property, and I have the right to fucking put death powder in the walls if I want to. Everyone else in chat is saying put gasoline on it. I'm not pouring gasoline into the insulation of my house. What I will do is let a professional do it, though. Where's TwitchCon stories? Oh, I haven't talked about that even. Oh my god. Dude, there was a whole TwitchCon. I didn't really have anyone to go with. It was sort of the first time I'd gone to a TwitchCon without, like, blatantly without, like, a partner or anything. I didn't really know how it was gonna go. I nearly missed Rotterdam while I was on the train. I'm bad at traveling. As we were, like, pulling into the station, it was, like, 8 o'clock at night, darkness outside of the station. As we're pulling in, the train conductor comes over the radio and he says, like, oh, okay, there's a train already there. We were just sort of slowly edging towards the platform as that one left. They timed it weird, whatever. After, like, I don't know, 10 minutes had passed, no one was really getting off the thing. Someone walked past me and I said, like, that's the station, right? When are we allowed to, like, hop off? Her face dropped. She just went, are you supposed to get off in Rotterdam? Yeah, you've got to leave now. And then she runs to get someone else to help me get off the train, like, faster. They said that, like, it's just gonna keep going. Like, it's gonna end up in Amsterdam. Like, we're gonna leave in, like, 2 minutes. And then I got off the train as the doors were closing behind me. I'm just a girl, Finn. I'm just a little dumb. That's it. I haven't done that much. I haven't traveled much. I'm just a little silly. But in Rotterdam, it was lovely. The weather was great. It was, like, actually kind of perfect. Slightly windy. Probably should have brought safety shorts with me because I really only packed skirts. Bimbo allegations and stay undefeated. Me and Ashley, like, reconnected a little bit. I really hadn't talked to her in a while. If you don't know, Ashley, or Icky, we broke up, like, sometime, like late last year. I was sort of a little awkward about it, but then I bought some of her clothes off Ick, and we started talking again, and it was so weirdly normal. She helped me in a situation that popped up. The one where Ashley talks about how she had to intervene. I didn't know she talked about it, and yes, let me watch her video.
A few moments later.
This was a bad outfit for this day. Again, not safety shorts. This line that I'll let play.
Finn had a line that was it just didn't move. Every time I went past him and like saw him, the line was the same size. Just was the same. It was infinitely the same amount.
I'm a little proud. I'm proud that I have a night, like, that my audience is lovely. There's probably like 50 people or so. And it stopped at the entrance to TwitchCon. So I tried to like walk into the line, because if I could get up to this wall point here, then we were like no longer blocking the entrance to the entire convention. I could have done like a little meet and greet thing, but I've never asked about it. But can I get your take on this? Does it not feel a little unpersonal? Like, you've got to sign up to a meet and greet thing. You got to be in this line by this time. Although you have a 100% chance to meet the person you wanted to meet, where you wouldn't otherwise, you're gonna be like sort of rushed along. You can't like actually talk. There is an expectation of like, there's someone else behind you in line. There might be like TwitchCon staff that sort of give you like a, come on, time to go. I kind of didn't like it. When I did a meet and greet once, it was really nice talking to everyone, but I felt awful about it. I felt guilty about it, really, is the thing. The expectation would make it feel weird. Yeah, you're expected to meet and then move. I really didn't like it. So on the first day, what I did was sort of just skim around as fast as I can. Never let a really big crowd form. I'd sort of meet people by chance. It was really nice. You get to have more personal chats with someone, right? On the second day, I arrived a little bit earlier. I arrived at like midday, which I swear to God is early for me. I think I made it from about here to about over here by the time the convention was stopped. That was stopped purely because literal army men ushered us out. There was one dude that was just this fucking giant man. Again, I'm in heels and he's like towering over me, and also he's jacked. And I myself immediately, and he's like, yo, can we grab a quick photo? What the fuck, dude, and you were great. Oh my God, it terrified me like just briefly when you were walking up to me. Did you get his number? No, and I wouldn't want to. That's weird. They're a fan. I wouldn't do that. I'm on Instagram. You know what a message. Every now and then there's a bad interaction, and I've got one in mind. Right, let me give you the story, chat. This was, I'd say, maybe my first negative, like, interaction, but I don't think they were fans. They knew who I was. Are you telling me you don't have haters? I don't have haters that go to TwitchCon and then wait in a line to meet. No. These guys also weren't mean or anything. There was always, like, smiles on their faces. They asked someone to take a photo, I think, or it was their friend, and they get a photo. They put their arms around me. I don't remember if they asked, but either way, you know, we took a little photo, did some posing, and they go like, so, like, what made you get into this? You know, very normal. And go like, I was just trying to get better at streaming. I used to have this big Minecraft channel. They didn't know me, so I was giving them some lore. Yeah, but like, you know, the being a girl stuff. Like, what was that? Like, they're all like very happy, smiley, giggly. And I'm sort of slowly getting a little weird about it. I say like, you know, it started with like some donation goals and stuff. You know, it's gone a lot further now. And they said, yeah, you do like OnlyFans, right? And I go, yeah. How much do you make from that? I'm not gonna tell you that. That's not something you should ask. Like, the thing they said next was, fucking hell. Sorry. So, like, why not be, like, a cat or something, you know? Like, you could be anything. Why would you want to do that? It's just how I feel, I guess. I don't know. It's all in my head. I don't know, man. It's just how I am. Oh my God, they didn't know they were supporting the cat girl epidemic. Don't worry about that on the ground. There's no reason... Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that at all. They sort of continued that same sort of line of questioning of like, why do you want to be this? And then Ashley and Ava sort of, they come over, they sort of like pop in real quick. They go, yo, hey, how you doing? Do you want to like, do you want some food? Do you want some water? I quickly told her, like, I whispered in her ear, like, these guys are a little weird. They're like asking, they're kind of weird about like gender stuff. Like they don't super know me. They're asking like, why not be a cat? I just don't want you to be involved in that conversation. Like I feel like they're just going to be rude. The conversation just kept going. At this point, they started asking me more about like money stuff again. Like, you've made millions or something, right? I don't know about that. After a bit, I was trying to go like, anyway, like, really cool to meet you, like, really nice. And then they kept going. Usually the sort of like, it was so nice to meet you. Are you coming to the next TwitchCon? That sort of makes people understand that like, maybe time to go. Maybe the conversation is a bit over, because this had lasted like 5 to 10 minutes. Ashley popped back over and very nicely told them to fuck off, which worked and was so sweet of her. Hold on, let me see what she says about it. She was actually turned into a club bouncer. That's such a fucking good way to put it.
I just said really loudly, Like, you guys gotta go.
That was so fucking good. Holy sh! Just remembered that behind me just sort of stumbled up and went like, you guys gotta go. God bless her. Genuinely, I would find it really hard to do the same thing for a friend and like come up and be the bad guy. I needed that. That was really nice of her. Oh, I had such a good I had like a sick, cool moment in Rotterdam. Big moment. I'd never felt this important before in my life. So the way TwitchCon works, if you're a creator, you sort of just, no one knows what they're doing when they show up. You sort of mingle with other people there and they say like, yo, are you doing this thing like later? One of the parties, there was this big like fucking nightclub-esque but also nice chatting room that party hosted by Red Bull and Xbox and Blurp. Blurp is like a stream add-on thing, which is really neat. Free Red Bull, sugar-free, they had an infinite amount of that on tap. It was a streamer's dream. I would love a Red Bull sponsorship. Red Bull, hit me up. I've been asking about this forever. We show up to this party. I'm like the only one on the list to go in, and we get there a little late. And the people at the door said like, you know, you're on the list and everything, like gave me a wristband and went like, yeah, but the two people you showed up with being Alice and Ashley, you know, I got the like classic, there's like a few bounce at the door like, you're not on the list. They were being rude to my friends. Me having a little, maybe a slight ego boost from the day's events. I could probably get them in. People have been very complimentary today. I go like, oh really, you sure? They're like, can I talk to someone about it? Maybe 30 seconds, a minute passed. The fucking CEO of one of the companies, it was either Xbox gaming guy, Blurp, or someone from Red Bull. The guy comes out and he sort of goes like, the bouncer turns around to the CEO and he goes like, yeah, you know, the bouncer says like, yo, you know, we're full, we can't let him in. He looks at me, goes like, what's your username? We can let him in. And then we go in. I didn't realize I had that pull. I'd like turned around to both of them and went like, that felt so cool. Did you just see what? Did you just see that? Did you just see that? I've never got into a place because of my name before. What the fuck? Yeah, let me and my in. Oh god. I'm so sorry. Is your PO box still active? I finally found the in training shirt that I need to send you. What the think it's still going? Yes? Yeah, no it is. Stuff still comes. I just need to do a PO box stream soon. That'll probably be the next stream. Not in training. I'll get there eventually. Maybe one day I'll graduate and I'll be graduated as a Anyway, chat, I'm gonna head out. I gotta go. I got hornets to fucking kill, bugs in the walls and all. You get it. Chat, I'm gonna see you. Bye. Enjoy your pesticides. I will. So yummy. And now I do
Battle Pass.
And show my soul to the internet. F you.